Today we're going to look at changing your perspective in order to combat emotional trading. Because trading is a long-term game, most often played by short-term thinkers. And that's not necessarily a criticism of the individual, it's more a criticism of the natural thinking, the natural tendencies that we bring to the financial markets. And the thing is, if we can change your thinking, if we can change your perspective, we can positively affect your trading. Now, through the wonders of editing, which will most likely take me around about 4 hours to figure out, I should be able to make a chart appear. Okay, not that one. And not that one. Okay, so now we have a chart, and the chart is representative of a trading week. So we come down to the charts on Monday, and we're a little bit tired, we're a little bit groggy, but we have a good trading day. And we end the day up, let's say, 1%. We go into Tuesday, we're still a little bit groggy, we're a little bit tired, and we end up having a loss. Now that loss really annoys us, and we take another stupid trade, and now we're down on the week. Wednesday comes along, and we are determined to make this money back. And we do. We pull the account back to break even. But Thursday comes along, and we take another stupid loss. Then we get into Friday, and we're thinking to ourselves, okay, I'm down for the week here. I need to make some money. I can't go through the entire week having lost money. And so we force a trade, we force another trade, and we end up down by 3% on the week. The thing is, this is representative of a typical trading week. It's not a good trading week, certainly not something we want to be doing over and over again, but throughout your trading career, if you're trading for years and years and years, this is something you're going to have to face over and over again. You can't make money every single trading week. The problem is we focus in on a very, very small picture. And we do that because we think in terms of things like a weekly wage or a monthly wage. We think to ourselves, oh, I'm down for the week, but I needed to make £423.76. I need to do that every week in order to make this trading thing viable. And that is going to destroy you. We also live in the winning trades. When we have the winning trades, we feel elated. We think to ourselves, this is easy. I've cracked this trading thing. I'm a master of the financial markets. You even open an Instagram account and you start thinking to yourself, when am I going to start posting up pictures of my Lamborghini? Now, we also, unfortunately, live in the losses and the drawdowns. And when we have the losses, when we have the drawdowns, we start to beat ourselves up mentally. Maybe physically, hopefully not physically. For most people, it's just mentally. And we start thinking to ourselves things like, I can't do this, I'm an idiot, I'm a loser. Why did I ever think I was going to be able to trade? I'm not good enough. So it's basically a roller coaster of highs and of lows. This type of thinking directly leads to emotional trading. We need to change our perspective. We're focusing in on the days, the trades of each day. We're focusing in on the week. And the thing is, you can change your day, you can change your week, or you can change your life. It is as simple as that. The way we do that is we change our perspective. You're here because you want to either become a full-time trader, I'm presuming, or because you want to make a secondary income source. We need to change your thinking. Because if we just step back a little bit, and we then put this week into a month. Now, after this week, as I've mentioned, we're frustrated. We're determined to make it back for the month. And we end up having a fairly choppy time of it. We go through more of these highs, more of these lows. We get the account back to break even, into profit, and then we go back down into drawdown. We get to the end of the month, and we're going to be kind, and we're going to say we've lost 2%. So you've now worked the entire month, and you've lost 2%. The thing is, it's a fairly typical month. It's not a good month. It's not something you want to repeat over and over again, but it's going to happen. You're going to experience this throughout your trading career. It is unavoidable. If you are bringing with you the thinking about profitable days, profitable weeks, even to an extent a profitable month, It's going to hold you back. We need to change it. So how do we do it? Again, we change our perspective. We stop looking at the day. We stop looking at the week. We even stop looking at the month. And we step way back and we think to ourselves, okay, what am I aiming for as a trader? And you think, okay, I'm aiming for profitability over the next 5, over the next 10 years, because that's your aim. That's what you're looking to do. And if we look at a chart from, let's say, 5 to 10 years, it's going to look something like this. And you're looking for that steady growth. And the thing is, if we now take those highs and those lows of any individual trading day, where are they? It's going to be a tiny, minuscule speck on this chart that you're not going to be able to remember. You're barely going to be able to see it. Even if we take a week, it's going to be very difficult to spot it on this chart. If we take a month, again, it's going to be difficult to spot on this chart if it's a profitable month or if it's a down month. Because as we start to extend the timeline, it starts to smooth out. And that's why we're looking for long-term growth. If your account is growing over the long term, you're able to start living off of your trading accounts. How do we do that? Well, first of all, you understand that you are taking that short-term view. You can do something very simple, like print out a chart like this, which shows a graph over the space of 10 years. And when you're having one of those bad days, when you're having one of those bad weeks, or when you're having a really good day or a really good week, remind yourself where you are on this chart. Force yourself to change your perspective, because it suddenly becomes a little bit easier if you've had a down day, if you've screwed up over a couple of trades, even if you've done something terrible and you've gone through a month and not made money. If you look at this chart, you can say to yourself, in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't matter. It's just a tiny little speck over my trading career. You have to stop living in the ups and the downs of trading. And the way to do that is to force yourself to change your perspective. You don't even need to print out a graph. You can just sit back in your seat after a loss, after a down week, and you can say to yourself, close your eyes and think, okay, I've just had a bad week. I'm not looking to change my day. I'm not looking to change my week. I'm looking to change my life. This is not going to matter in the next 5, 10 years. In the grand scheme of things, this is just a tiny blip. It's just something normal that traders go through. And when you can start to change your perspective, when you can start to change your thinking, then you are approaching the markets. You're coming to your trading thinking like a trader, because you're thinking in the long term. You're no longer thinking like the people who feed the market. The people who are thinking things like, in the next 6 months, I need to be able to make £422 every single week in order to live as a trader. If you do that, you are narrowing your focus. You're going to start thinking about the individual trades. You're going to start thinking about the up days, the down days, and you're going to start beating yourself up when you have natural drawdowns. You have to extend it. You have to change your thinking, change your perspective. Okay guys, as always, I hope that was helpful. Hopefully it has helped you change your perspective even a little bit when it comes to your trading and your trading career. I hope you all have a fantastic trading week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.